Scheer!
Bam, bam,
That's what I'm freaking talking about, baby.
I didn't know about this, and I found it fascinating, which is you put yourself in a full inflatable blow-up costume.
Oh, Eric and I do that.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah.
He kept on coming back over the table, kind of being like, this is a funny guy, And then he just put me in a full headlock. And I was in a headlock, and I'm like, I don't know what's happening.
How you doing? Hey, funny guy.
Hey, this funny guy over here.
Funny guy, I'm an alcoholic. How you doing? Sitting so close to me is a man who is an actor and a writer and a creator and a husband and a father.
These are all true things.
Or recently ordained Greek Orthodox priest.
Yes, and Nobel Prize winner.
Nobel Prize laureate.
She gave it to me.
She gave it to me. The FIFA prize. But truly one of my favorite actors, not just to watch, but to work with. And a man who claims to know a little something about buddy cop movies.
Yeah.
Long Island and its greatest poet, Billy Joel.
Oh, love it.
And late night talk show hosts.
I mean, this is a perfect game show for me that I feel like I will bungle immensely because I am a person when I play these games where I'm like, oh yeah, I knew that, but I never know it. When I watch you on Jeopardy, I'm like, I could never do it. I talked to that producer. I'm like, no. I will embarrass myself.
We're about to find out. Paul Scheer, welcome to Funny You Ask.
I'm excited to be here. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
And then we'll start, because we did start with, yes, I was given a Nobel Prize. Is it cool to have someone's championship ring? Like if I bought an NBA championship ring. I don't think that's cool.
I don't think it's cool only because the person who sold it obviously didn't want to sell it.
Right, okay.
You know what I mean? Like if you have that person, you don't be like, hey, look who fell in hard times.
I met a guy at a birthday party one time who his business was recreating with the right jewels and gold and everything, championship ring. So you would say, I want 1984 Celtics champion. I don't know if they won in 84,
right.
But I want that. And he would make it. And that was his whole...
This is Adam Sandler and Uncut Gems, I believe. Yeah,
and he got this great Furby. He got this great Furby, too. But that was the gift that he gave the birthday boy, was a Celtics championship ring.
Oh, that he made.
But his store is primarily to make
replicas.
Replicas that are as expensive as... And I still think if you were to wear that, but not associated with the team, I don't know what you do with it.
Do you remember when Vlad Putin just straight up took Bob Kraft's Patriots championship ring?
Yes.
Like he's like, I would like to see a ring. And Bob Kraft's like, okay. And then he just left.
Pocketed it.
That is an alpha move.
I mean, that's
disgusting, horrible tyrant, but that is
if you can steal someone's championship ring, then that's cool.
Yeah, it's not even stealing, it's just leaving the room with it. Just being like, what are you going to do? Stop me.
The two cool things that he's done is that and shirtless on a horse. Because I feel like that's a look I don't see a lot.
You don't see that from world leaders. He is, I hate to say it, not anymore. He's kind of old and I heard sick. But in his prime, he was kind of one of the more jacked world leaders.
I mean, yeah.
That's why we need more jacked presidents.
But he was jacked in the way that back in the day, if Bruce Willis was jacked.
Or Burt Lancaster.
Yeah. It was
where it's you have not even pecs, just strong breasts.
Like a swimmer's body.
Yeah, a swimmer's body, but you still drink a quart of milk a day.
Oh,
yeah.
So much. Powdered eggs, just get it in your system.
You truly host one of my favorite podcasts of all time, How Did This Get Made?
And you're a How'd This Get Made also.
I'm an all-star. I've got my challenge coin, I think maybe 3 or 4. If you've never heard How Did This Get Made, stop this podcast right now.
No.
Listen to every episode. And not
It'll
until you're done do you come back. How many episodes have you done?
We've done it for 15 years. I have no idea how many episodes that is, but we got a lot.
It is one of the greatest shows, and I've done a live episode of it, and it's one of the most amazing.
We have to have you
fan
back
bases.
for that.
I love it so much. This is payback.
Okay.
Motherfucker.
All right.
Here we go.
Wow. All right.
Are you ready
here we
for
go.
this?
I'm ready.
We're going to get right into it. By the way. Hold on. So here's how this is going to work. You've given me your 3 topics. I'm going to ask you a question about one of the topics. Mm-hmm. You'll answer. Maybe you get it right. Maybe you get it wrong. Right. We'll talk. Then you'll do the same for me. We'll rinse and repeat twice, and then we'll do the speed round.
Can't wait.
Here we go.
Ready for it.
Your category is buddy cop movies.
Okay. Here we go.
What 1986 buddy cop movie was set in my hometown of Chicago and stars Billy Crystal and Gregory Hines?
Running Scared.
Boom! Paul Scheer's on the board for the bonus question.
One of the most underrated great buddy cop movies. Peter Hyams.
Peter Hyams, an A+, amazing cast, including our beloved Joe Pantoliano and the bad guy was Jimmy Smits. For a bonus, can you name one other actor in Running Scared?
Oh, yeah. Dan Hedaya.
Paul Scheer!
Bam, bam, bam!
That's what I'm freaking talking about, baby. Come on. I knew you were going to get the first one right. I was curious about the bonus. If you had gotten the first one wrong, I was like, the whole podcast, we have to scrap it.
Well, here's the thing. I'm so happy that we started there, and I feel a little bit of confidence. I thought you were going to ask me what was the way that Jimmy Smits killed people, which is still to my favorite way of death. Colombian necktie.
Colombian necktie. It's where you cut the throat from ear to ear and then pull the tongue out.
And I don't understand how that works. I still think, I'm like, you'd have to do some more work, a little bit more manipulation.
It's like,
I just also, like, it feels like a full, like, writer's idea. Like, yeah, that's the way you kill. You pull your tongue out.
Pull your tongue out, you cut your throat. The only way you should kill somebody is just like a quick shot to the head and run away. That's get it done.
Do it from a moving car even.
Oh, bye-bye. Yeah. Like the histrionics with like, we cut his eyes out and put him in his asshole and then stretched his penis so it went into his own mouth because he was a traitor. It's like, it's too much, guys.
Look, the worst torture scene I've ever seen is Casino Royale, and you have Daniel Craig getting his balls just lightly whacked. Just lightly whacked.
Just like but from underneath is the thing.
And yes.
Oh, that's it's a sensation that you only know if you're a bro.
It's a chair with the balls cut out.
That is a funny thing. That's like Mads Mikkelsen's character talking to like his henchman. He's like, I want a chair. I want a chair with a hole. In the middle of the chair has to be empty. So I want to whip his balls.
And then James Bond gets in there, his balls maybe too big. Bigger, we needed a bigger hole.
Why would you make it 3 millimeters? Why would you make it 3 millimeters?
It
needs to be at least 12 millimeters. I told you this man has a famously large nutsack.
Trying to pull the nutsack down into it. Again, too complicated. What I do love about that movie is that Daniel Craig is in the hospital for ball torture. Like he's like, I can't walk. He can't walk
CBT,
in the next
man, cock and ball torture. What if he liked it? He's like, joke's on you. I'm actually jizzing right now, and I'm Sean Connery for some reason. I'm mixing up my bones.
No one ever does a George Lazenby impression.
Hello, mate. Bones, James Bones.
You're expecting the other one, right? It's me.
Listen. Oh, 007, this is a boomerang that has a gun in it. Fucking great, mate. I can throw this fucker and slice his fucking head off.
I love that on Her Majesty's Secret Service, the idea was, we're going to introduce a new guy, we'll make him fall in love, and then we'll kill her in the final
scene. Kill her right away. And we're going to take the famously most British character of all time and make him an Aussie. Let's go. People were like, fuck you.
They will accept this. There was no win for that man.
No, people thought all the riots in England in that time were like due to labor. No, it was because of Lazenby. They were furious. George, if you're around, we'd love to have you on the pod.
Great.
I don't know if he's still with us.
He might be. He did a great documentary that was on Hulu just about being the worst double. Not the worst.
He was not actually bad.
He was great. That movie is good.
And that's a very good movie, by the way.
Yes, I agree.
I was so happy when you said Buddy Cops was one of your categories. I love Buddy Cops. I remember seeing 48 Hours when I was a kid, and I was like, I want one of these two people to be my central identity. Either the tough, hot, guy who beats people up, or the funniest man ever. Well, neither one happened, but
you know what? I think you have both. You have both. You got some Nolte, and you definitely got some.
God damn it! Thank you, Paul Scheer.
I mean, that's another movie I love. 48 Hours. It gets better as I get older too. It's just like
it's a beautiful film. Good. Also, the way it's shot, the way San Francisco looks in it, it's absolutely gorgeous.
It's scary and it's good. And it's like
great bad guy, terrifying bad guy,
terrifying.
What was the first buddy cop film you saw that you remember being like, this is it?
I think it's tricky, right? Because it's kind of a buddy cop, but it's not, which is Beverly Hills Cop. I mean, because it's like...
I consider it buddy cop.
Right, because it's like...
Almost Rosewood and Taggart are a character together.
That's what I kind of think. And that to me blew my mind. Again, Eddie Murphy, we're about the same age. You can't beat it.
He's not from this planet.
No.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. And I showed that movie to my kids, 9 and 11. And it's you big, oh, is it like the sex stuff or the fact? No, they just don't find them to be that funny. They were like, oh, when is it going to get funny? And I was so excited. And I never do this. I never push my stuff on them. And that I was like, well, that's going to kill. It's a great movie.
Yeah, I do. I push it on them, and the success rate is like 30%. I'm like, this is going to be your new favorite movie. The Goonies, you're going to love it. And they're like, and I'm like, fuck.
I got to find my right moments. I brought my kids to the Goonies at Vidiot's at a sold-out screening.
Oh my God. God damn it.
That was the way to do it.
Because you never know. Sometimes there's like a random one that they'll just we started watching Groundhog Day. They seem to be very into it. And that's a little more kind of slow and advanced and stuff. I remember I was a big Lethal Weapon head.
Oh, well, I was going to say that's like Lethal Weapon is my second one. Lethal Weapon 2 especially.
I saw Lethal Weapon in the theaters. I remember my friend's dad was taking us to the movies, and I was so, I really wanted to see Outrageous Fortune.
Oh, of course.
Because they had been in the theaters. Midler, Shelley Long. My parents had saw it, and they said it was so funny. I really wanted to see that one. And the dad was like, no, we're seeing Lethal Weapon. And I was like, fuck. And then I loved it. I also, first seen Lethal Weapon, you see boobs.
Oh, I mean the first scene.
It's a boob, and I was like, whatever.
And then she just does that crazy fall.
And then she jumps off the roof. Waste.
I mean, that movie is so dark and so weird. Dark, I love it. I just rewatched it. I got the Blu-ray, like the 4K Blu, and it looks beautiful.
Here's my pitch: you do a new one, but Mel Gibson Riggs is now become Mel Gibson's character from Dragged Across Concrete. So he's the most psychotic cop of all time. Even more so. I remember Jordan Peele when he first kind of came through Chicago. He was partnered with Becky Drysdale. And they did like a two-person show together, and they had a blackout where it was like you hear like police sirens and stuff, and like Becky Drysdale like walks in, and she's like, Raj, where are you? Raj, what's going on? I'm up here. And he gets upstairs, and Jordan is playing Murtaugh, and he's sitting on a chair, and he goes, what's going on, man? You got the police outside, the helicopters are everywhere, and he goes, Riggs, there's a bomb on my dick. By the way, funny guy. Don't know what happened to him, but he's a funny guy.
Talk about again. I was talking about this movie the other day. So a bad guy came into his house while he was sleeping. Could have easily shot him in the head.
Just killed him then.
But said, you know what? I'm gonna rig the family room's toilet.
Could be anyone. Could be the nanny. Taking a dump.
He has like 6 kids in these movies, and it's like that's where I'm gonna take my shot. Is having a toilet that explodes, and then I'll do a little thing like boom, whatever, flushed and you're dead or whatever it was, a little note. So he's also writing on toilet paper,
which is almost impossible to do. That's very difficult.
Very difficult. And then you're like, I'm like, Murtaugh's a bad cop. He didn't hear any of this.
What I mean, that movie is so funny too, because they were like, we want these characters to be like drug and money launderers. Who does everyone hate right now? Oh, the South African embassy.
Diplomatic immunity.
If they remade it now, what country do you think would be the bad guy? We'll never know, I guess. Here we go.
All right.
I want you to put on your hat right now, your Joel Silver hat.
Okay.
You are a mega producer.
Love Joel Silver.
You could meet. I've had dinner at Joel Silver's house.
What?
It was fucking crazy.
That's a guy who I feel like would love to hear those stories.
Oh, he was at the epicenter of like everything. Incredible. Anyways, you are a contemporary Joel Silver.
Right.
You can greenlight a buddy cop movie with any 2 actors except yourself.
Okay, got it. No. Yeah.
What is the pitch? Who is it, and what's the elevator? You don't have to give a full flesh.
No. Yeah, I'm like, this is a good question. I'm going to go, and maybe it's this recency bias, but I'm going to say Michael B. Jordan. Right? I feel like you put him in. I feel like he's great.
And Michael B. Jordan.
That's it. Let's do it again.
Let's go.
They're brothers.
No-brainer. They're brothers. Different backgrounds.
That's it. You can't get better than that. Michael B. Jordan and Michael B. Jordan, they're buddy cops. So this is the best.
You loved them in Sinners.
That's you know what it is. It's like a certain kind of alchemy because like I love Sandler and like Sandler and Damon Wayans did that one Bulletproof.
Yeah.
You know, there was that time where I love The Hard Way a little.
I love that. I had a Hard Way question.
Really?
Up.
All right. So great.
I love The Hard Way.
Yeah, there's a lot
really good.
And
James Woods is like one of the best actors.
And one of the coolest dude. Cool dude.
He's like seems like a really chill guy. Like, you know what I think?
Yeah.
I think of Jeff Bridges. I think of James Woods.
I always go, why wreck it? Like, why open your mouth and wreck it?
Just a psycho, maybe. But I will say, like, I just rewatched Contact.
He's great.
Such a fucking good actor. I would work with him in a second. Like, even though I'm sure he has like. You know, it's like things like Barack Obama should be probably like hung or something, but like he is an amazing actor.
No, and you know what I'll say too? I was watching 21 Jump Street again.
Yes.
And I'm like, Phil Lord and Chris Miller, like these guys, they kill it all the time. And then when you look back on that, it's like, oh, they kind of like nailed this thing that we don't really even do anymore. Like 21 Jump Street, Channing Tatum and Jonah are great.
Not only did they do it, they nailed the sequel, which comedy sequels are so hard.
And it was like meta just enough to be like, I'd acknowledge that we're in a sequel, but then...
That's the trick in a comedy sequel, is that you have to kind of make a little bit of a hat tip and some acknowledgments to what happened, but you cannot repeat jokes and you cannot... It's comedy sequels very, very tough. And 22 Jump Street is probably the best one.
And they did that thing where they just like, they switched the character. It's hard. It's hard because you're like, I like that you're never going to... That you're the crazy one and you're the serious one, but they switched it. It was good.
Here's my pitch. Viola Davis.
Okay.
She's retiring.
Okay.
She's having a retirement party at the Grove. At the Americana.
Great. I love that. Closer to my house.
Close to your house.
My mom lives there.
Amazing. I love the Americana. Wonderful place.
Great place.
She's retiring. Her retirement party's there. Her partner has been Jesse Plemons. We love the boy.
Plemons.
Beautiful boy.
Yeah.
He has to train his new partner, who is Kirsten Dunst, his real life wife. Okay.
Okay.
Love her.
I love her.
Amazing actor.
Never hits the wrong note. Yeah.
While they're at this party, terrorists take over. South African terrorists.
Okay. Yeah. Of course.
They're back. They're back.
Led by Charlize.
Charlize is the chief South African terrorist.
She never plays a bad person.
Never, always plays the hero. This is a great chance for her to be the bad guy. So it's Training Day meets Die Hard at the Americana.
I'm into a world where, you know, like to me, Beverly Hills Cop 3, great premise.
Great premise. Execution didn't work.
Do it at Disney World. It's a great,
And have Plemons and Dunst running around here. Maybe they hook up and have a love scene. They're married, so
I'm into
they're
that.
into it.
I
love it.
I like it.
What are some buddy cop movies you've done on How Did This Get Made? Do you remember?
We've done a lot of good, bad ones. Like the one that we just did, they often aren't necessarily full buddy movies. Like we just did this movie Live Wire with Pierce Brosnan.
I remember that, yeah, where the bomb is inside you.
Yes, you drink the bomb and then the people are exploding. Yeah. That's a great one.
I forgot to mention the part where he swallowed a bunch of nitroglycerin.
If Looks Could Kill, but it was a movie with John Stamos as like a James Bond character.
Whoa.
And Gene Simmons is the villain. Great one. Solid.
I got a good pitch for you. Have you guys done Righteous Kill?
Wait, I don't think so.
So Righteous Kill, remember, you know Robert De Niro?
Yeah. I've heard of him, right?
Al Pacino?
He's the guy in the Irishman, right?
Irishman.
Yeah, I got that.
They've done a couple movies together.
Okay. The boxing movie.
The Irishman.
Yeah.
And then they did a movie called Righteous Kill in 2008. That was was produced by the Mossad. And
I know what you're talking. Yes, I know.
It's a movie. It's a cop movie where De Niro kills the bad guys because they were bad. They had it coming. And it is awesome. And there is some continuity moments in that movie. There's I'm pretty sure it's Righteous Kill. There's a scene where Pacino walks into a room and he's like, "What do we got going on?" And he's wearing a black shirt and a blue tie. And then in the next frame, he's like, Where'd you find the body? And it's a red tie.
We did do this movie.
You did this
yes,
movie?
Because
Oh my God.
I remembered now that you were doing the Pacino. I'm like, right, this is the one where he's in a car and there's also a giant continuity change.
Continuity
and you're like,
shit. Whoa.
It takes you out of it because it's like, what? Did my brain just misfire for a second?
My favorite part of that movie is like at the end of the movie, there's like this very convoluted chase sequence. Yeah. And at one point, De Niro's character runs over and he just goes, David, we got to end this. And Stasson and I said that David was the name of the director. All right.
Yes.
We could talk about buddy cop movies all day. I think it is time for you, Paul Scheer, to ask me a question, please.
Here we go.
Please. And make it a good one.
I mean, we'll see.
These questions, by the way, just for the record, I've never seen them before.
You
they
didn't take any
curated.
peeks.
What's that?
No peeks.
No peeks. Annabelle, our producer, curates this, and I have never seen it. Scout's honor.
All right. Well, this is actually really interesting because I actually have experience with this one.
Oh,
okay. So, U.S. presidents.
Okay.
Right. They've all brought all sorts of personal hobbies into the White House.
Sure.
Okay? Make it a home, right?
Yeah.
Which U.S. president famously installed the first bowling alley in the White House?
I know it.
Even though his favorite pastime was poker. Yes, go ahead.
My personal number one all-time goated president.
Yeah.
My friend, my late sweet friend. It's Richard Nixon.
You're wrong.
What?
You are wrong.
What?
You are wrong.
Eisenhower?
I'll give you a hint.
Give me a hint.
He was president during World War II.
FDR? He didn't fucking
Harry S. Truman.
Oh, that shitbag.
But you know what? Richard Nixon, I bet you here's what happened. It says first bowling alley. I have a feeling.
I refurbished it. I put in another.
I'm a bowler.
I put in one of the things that blows the hair on your hands.
I bowled at the White House bowling
Oh
alley.
my God. Jesus.
It was one of the coolest experiences ever.
You're friends with Eric Trump?
Yeah, we
Right, so
hunting
that's-
buddies.
hunting buddies, right.
And and again, I'm not. We don't talk politics. We never talk
politics.
The only time you can kind of get into the White House when you're not like a member of the White House,
right.
thing, is when the president is away. That's a big thing. So I have a friend who works at NASA. No big deal.
Wow.
And he brought us on a tour on a Sunday. And what you can do is you can rent out the bowling alley for like an hour or two. So a lot of White House staffers are there. So we walked in at like 10 a.m. on a Sunday, and there was a full-on party going on. It's like bagels, champagne, beer. People are like, this is my party moment. They're all, and because they had little kids, they let our kids kind of go in and bowl. It was a beautiful,
Very wholesome.
a lot of drunk people just like, but again, to see the amount of liquor that was out there, and it was like, and you have to clean up after yourself, but it's a nice little thing. And you would
I'm
never get.
Secretary of Energy. How you doing? Is this your kid?
And that person was Kash Patel, who let my son bowl
He's a good guy, Cash. We would love to have you on the pod.
He gave me his phone. He goes, look through anything. Because I don't remember my password. If you remember it, you get in there.
Password, I'll give you my gun. That's probably the best use of the White House is a bowling alley for kids these days.
I mean, it is a cool, like that sign, that's like when you know that you're a level of rich that is beyond. Like when you're like, oh, put a bowling alley in here.
Yeah, that's, literally Daniel Plainview.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's
100%.
like, I have everything. I just need to play my pinball.
But yet there's nothing more sad than just a lone lane.
Yeah, a lone lane is rough. You need at least two.
Yeah, you gotta have two.
You gotta have two. And then the only thing is, if you have a bowling alley at home, then you have to get so much accoutrement. You're like,
oh, yeah, and then
you need a bumpers guy. You know,
you're gonna get somebody like someone's greasing up pins, or you got a rack person.
And the reality is this: I really do enjoy bowling. I think it's fun.
Yeah.
You bowl twice a year.
You know where I'll tell you, it's a great thing. We went on a vacation last year.
I love Lucky Strike.
I love Lucky Strike. I love the place in Eagle Rock, but that's an old school bowling alley.
Yeah, it's cool.
But what I like is a hotel that has that as an option.
Now that's great,
right?
That's a perfect activity. It's good.
It's like you're at the hotel. It's like, let's go bowling. We're here.
Yeah.
More hotels put bowling alleys in.
If you guys were,
that's the one thing I stand on. Like people ask me about environment, politics. I'm like, I just want to do two things: half days on Halloween, because No one wants to work a full day.
No.
And more bowling alleys than hotels.
Yeah, I'm a member of Hilton Garden Honors, and I have points. And if you guys are watching this, let's get an alley in some of these.
I mean,
places.
you got to listen to your people.
Let's
right?
go. Let's fucking go. Who would be the one president you would want to hang out with? You'd want.
FDR. It feels like the one that's the coolest, right?
I think FDR would be like our best president, and is like a great guy. But I guess he was funny. He was pretty horny. But like I'm talking like one night, and you're removing politics,
right? Yeah, of course. Right? Like who do you want to have a beer with?
I think Chester A. Arthur.
Ooh, he's the big guy.
Did you see Death by Lightning?
Yes. Oh,
that was
yeah.
Offerman.
Yes.
And he was just like a big drunk New York dumbass.
Well, didn't like and Chester? Oh, Garfield got stuck in the
Garfield was Michael Shannon. He got killed.
Okay, yeah.
And he was. I don't think he'd be fun to hang out with because he was so like stressed and he was like big construction. But like I think Chester Arthur was like I shit my pants.
I feel like Gerald Ford might be fun.
Yeah, he was like a big dumb jock.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it might just be like. I mean, I feel like a lot of these are going to be me getting put in a headlock. Which, like, I feel like FDR is gonna put me in a headlock. I feel like drinking would happen, and then I had a moment where I'm from Long Island, and I went home for my cousin's communion, and the guy who owned the pizza place that we went to was like, "You're a funny guy, right? You're a funny guy." And I was like, "Oh, and I don't mind. I don't have jokes. People say like, oh, you have a joke. I don't have a joke." And then sometimes I try to remember jokes, but it's not gonna work. I go, "Oh, I don't know. I just do different stuff." And he, at a certain point, he kept on coming back over the table, kind of being like, "This is a funny guy, And then he just put me in a full headlock. And I was in a headlock, and I'm like, I don't know what's happening.
How you doing? Hey, funny guy.
Hey, this funny guy over here.
Funny guy, I'm an alcoholic. How you doing?
Literally had me in a headlock.
I'm very glad you brought up Long Island because I am going to ask you a question now about, I think, one of the greatest byproducts of that beautiful part of the country, which I love very much. A question. Are you ready for question number 2?
I can't wait.
Billy Joel wrote a song that's an ode to the fishermen on the East End. First part, what is the song called?
Down East to Alexa?
Bonus question, correct. Bonus question, who did he name the song after?
He named a song after his daughter.
Boom, boom, boom. Double bonus question. What album is this song featured on?
I believe that is on River of Dreams.
You went 2 for 3, my friend. It was Stormfront. Stormfront.
River of Dreams is where he starts to really do the fantasy. Like, look, we had the fantasy of he's like talking about Vietnam, and I'm like, was Billy Joel in Vietnam?
Nope. Just a fan of the troops.
Right.
Just a fan.
Just telling their story.
Then he went through the kind of guilt of seeing Long Island gentrified. It was like, I long for the days, because Long Island used to just straight up be fishermen.
Well, this is what but then he's like, he's manufactured this thing of like, and I am one of them.
Yeah, I'm one of them. And then River of Dreams, it was like, he's like, I did some mushrooms. I did a little bit of mushrooms.
Right, and I should have remembered it was Stormfront was a very played album in my house, obviously.
Big one. My first concert I ever saw was Stormfront.
Oh, me too. Me too.
Really?
Yes.
That's fucking crazy.
Nuts.
I went with my parents. It was
Hartford Civic Center is where I saw it.
I think it was it might have been United Center in Chicago, or the old Chicago Stadium. But my God, he is such a great performer, man.
It really blew my mind. I just saw him recently when he came to Intuit Dome.
Yeah.
And I was like, he still does it. And I think what he did was he wrecked every other performance, because like he's so personable, and even if it's all like written, like, and he does bits where he just does a lot of bits and like fake songs, and then
he stands on the piano and pretends to do a backflip and then just jumps down. He also, do you ever see the clip of him in Moscow just freaking out during a concert? He's playing, I think he's in the middle of like Sometimes a Fantasy
or whatever. Yeah.
He's like, there's a number you can always call. Let me do my goddamn show, for Christ's sakes. Just yelling at a bunch of morons from the Politburo.
I also, like, as a Long Islander, I love when he would, because it was like the New York State of Mind. It was like New York Times, the Daily News. And he adds Newsday too.
Yeah.
When he does Long Island.
Newsday too.
But what I never realized was, first of all, one of the best moves of all time. Him and Bill Waterston, in my opinion, did it right. They're like, and I'm done.
Yes.
I am not going to make any more Calvin and Hobbes.
Nope.
I'm not going to make any more.
No new albums.
No new.
I'll still play the hits, and that's it.
And it's a kind of an amazing way to be like, yeah, this is it. Again, Paul McCartney is amazing. One of the best shows I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm going there for all the new stuff. What I love about Billy Joel is, or when I first started seeing him, he has a giant songbook, or when I first started seeing a songbook on his desk, which was like the biggest binder, and he'd be like, and then like I realized like all the lyrics are like he's just doing like karaoke to his own shit. And he's like reading it, doing it, and it's like it's amazing to see the lyrics there on stage.
Only the Good Die Young is my go-to karaoke song. I don't do karaoke a lot.
Yeah.
But when I do, I can fit like 90% in his range. That's definitely his best song about a Jewish guy trying to have sex with a Christian woman, which I've done 3 times.
Yeah.
3 kids. I got 3 kids. I actually, at my wedding.
At your wedding, you did it? Wow, now that's good.
In the middle of the wedding for everyone to see. No, at the wedding, my wife, like Erica, like when we were in the engagement process, kind of jokingly was like, you should sing at the wedding.
Yeah.
I'm not a good singer by any stretch of the imagination. And I spent like weeks with Josh Myers, Jordan Peele, and Robbie Benedict, and we would rehearse for the longest time.
Whoa.
And in the middle of the wedding, I sang it to her.
That's amazing, though. That is great.
And it was kind of great because it was like just good enough where it wasn't awkward.
Right.
But also, it just was kind of had a little bit of comedy in it, too. And it's a tough, very tough song. First of all, you know who sings all the parts on that, right?
Yeah.
That's insane, by the way.
Well, you know, like the thing that I was talking to a friend about, which is really interesting about him, is he now has a Billy Joel double behind him.
So a kind of layer.
Yeah, he's on stage with him. He is, and this is very much like a rock star, Mark Wahlberg rock star thing, where it's like he, #1 Billy Joel impersonator, and he was like, you come with me.
Right.
He still has the Billy Joel tribute band and nails it, but he's there to just fill in those vocals. That's why he still sounds
great. For the longest time, too, one thing about Billy, he really made great videos. He was always the star of it. Remember, for the longest time, it's like a high school reunion. It's over, and the janitor's like, "You gonna be much longer, son?" He's like, "No, not much longer." And then all of a sudden, the doo-wop band comes out. It's so fucking strong.
So many, and like even like We Didn't Start the Fire, which you think, oh, it's just him in front of that screen with the fire. It's like, no, there's also like this weird kitchen.
Yeah. You're from Huntington.
Yeah, like I will embrace Huntington as my home.
From what I've learned, Huntington is a larger city, a larger town that has lots of little towns and hamlets around it.
Yeah, you're going in and out. Like so, like I was born there. I went to high school there, and it's a little bit of a thriving clubs and bars are in Huntington. Some good restaurants.
A Billy Joel connection is Christy Brinkley's from Huntington.
I did not know that.
That's crazy.
That's nuts. I saw Christy Brinkley one time in the Hamptons. When I was very young, and one of the most beautiful people I've ever seen in my life.
Remember the Parks and Recs finale? Like, she's married to, she's Jerry's widow, and she looks incredible. And Adam Scott's like, how great does she look? And Polar's like, she's good. When you saw Vacation, were you more into Christy or Beverly D'Angelo?
Oh, I mean Christy, only because I understand, and probably now more Beverly D'Angelo.
I was a Bev boy.
Okay, wow.
I loved Christy Brinkley. She was so hot, but like there was something about Beverly D'Angelo. Like when I saw her, 35 years later at a Rite Aid, I was still like, oh my God, I love you. You have a lot of people from Huntington, from that area, a lot of famous people. I'm going to start an order of prestige.
Okay.
Anthony Cumia.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah.
Big one.
Big one.
No, for real. You got Jason Alexander, Mariah Carey, Bob Costas, Edie Falco, Jackie Gleason.
Wow. All right.
50 Cent, Lindsay Lohan.
Okay.
What were you guys known for? Like, what would people go to your town for?
I don't think, because Long Island seems to be like just, at least my opinion of Long Island was, it's all just, there's not much that separates the towns. Like if you're in Smithtown, you're like, Huntington had the Walt Whitman Mall.
Right, Walt Whitman's from there.
Yeah, Walt Whitman. So that mall was a place where you might go. And then as I got older, when you came home for Thanksgiving, you went to Huntington because it had the best bars.
Bars and stuff, right.
And there's good pizza there. But I wouldn't say it was like a Huntington thing. It's like, it still feels like it's all New York, or Long Island just gets clumped. It's just a clumpy place.
It's a very clumpy place. Yeah, it's one of the clumpiest places in the country.
It really,
but there are I did know I was going to spend a little time there. You will go from like town to town. You're like, this town that does have a different flavor, but like just different demographics. Like
there's different things. It's like, it's like I know it from all the places that I wanted to go as a kid. Like Farmingdale, they have an amusement park, which was in the movie Good Time.
That's the one in Good Time.
Yeah.
That's where the guy does acid.
Yeah. And
my God.
That's where I kissed my first girl.
Really?
I kissed her in the same haunted house.
Oh, no.
It was so crazy to watch it because that was the first kiss I ever had, was going on that haunted house thing and kissing that girl like in a haunted house. I was like, let's all ride together. And she's like, no, you and me ride together. And I was like, oh, well,
okay.
It'd be more fun with my friends.
And then you see the most terrifying scene in a movie. It's like I lost my virginity at the Overlook Hotel. Every time I watch The Shining, I'm kind of like turned on a little bit. Okay. We're going to talk more about this later on, but right now, I need you to ask me a second question.
You got it.
If you please.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to mix it up a little bit because I'm not just going to go right off the top. I'm going to
go for it. Go anyway.
In the middle.
I'm not nervous. It wasn't specifically.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm joking. Anyway, I have not seen anything.
This is actually very interesting. This one's going to be good. All right. Before becoming the world's largest video platform, one major website launched with a completely different and much narrower idea in mind. Okay? What was YouTube originally intended to be when it was launched in 2005? And I have a hint here.
Let me try to guess first.
Yeah, you
2005.
take it, yeah.
What was it made for?
What was YouTube made for?
Well, the first, I think it was made for Chocolate Rain.
Oh, I mean, you
Chocolate Rain.
Tazon Day.
Tazon Day. We'd love to have you on. What was YouTube made for?
This hint is good, and I'll tweak it a little bit and say this. It was for uploading videos. So that was still the main thrust. It was personal videos are being uploaded.
I mean, it wasn't like vlogs. What's the clue?
The clue is it involved personal videos, but not
it involved
viral.
Personal videos.
But not viral ones.
It involved personal videos, but not viral.
This is hard because I feel like I was at the birth of this and don't know this. And this doesn't ring a bell to me at all. But how about this? Here's my hint. When you see, like, people made videos, personal videos, the most for what? And like before things, like the most personal videos you've ever seen in the 80s and things like that were
amateur pornography.
Well, yeah, of course.
No, I mean like family videos.
It's a dating site.
YouTube was a dating site?
That is but it makes so much sense because video dating was so, like, that's, I feel like all these things that like you see online, like it's all these collections of like these weirdest video dating things. Like I like women who are easy, you know.
If you're a smoker, keep on walking.
Yeah, it's like people were bold. I mean, Bryan Cranston, who that was his job, to be a videographer in video dating.
Personals?
Yeah.
God, he has such great stories, man. Like, he's been acting for so long, and like his wife is an actress, Robin, is amazing. And I was like, where'd you guys meet? He's like, we were both on the same episode of Airwolf. That's the best. He's like, I was the baddie, she was the hot lady, and we just fell in love.
I love it. I love like,
he is the coolest, man. It's so, I mean, in some ways it's like so much easier now with dating apps, which you and I know the entire thing.
I'm interested in it just to be like, what is it like? Because I hear about it and it seems so like insane. Like I don't know how you would like when I hear like, oh, Plenty of Fish or this, and there's one that's just like a kink one, and I'm like, what is this world? I don't know.
I know.
I don't want to be on it. I just want to kind of like look at it, but I can never download. I'm never downloading anything.
There's been a couple times where like younger coworkers of mine, I'll be like, let's see what's happening, and I'm so old that I'm like, oh, he looks nice.
I know. I don't want.
Looks like a nice guy.
I don't want to be like saying no.
Yeah, no,
yes.
It's very severe for me.
The ones that when I've talked to people now, it does seem like it's gotten rid of like trying to look presentable. It's like, I like to fuck in a clown costume.
Yes.
Are you down to do this tonight at 10 p.m.? And
yes.
It's like, yes.
Yes.
It's just like it's all out there.
I have a nose. I just bought a new nose. My giant shoes are getting fixed right now. So
we don't need the shoes. Oh, yeah, shoes won't get as long as you got the suit.
Yeah, but I do have a red cock. That's why he got into the fetish.
Of course.
If you have a shiny red penis, you're like, I have to be a clown fucker.
Now, I will tell you that the thing that I found, the show that I do with Hubel Dark Web, we found this thing.
I am obsessed
with.
I'm obsessed.
We try to find the crazy shit, but we found this whole subculture, and I'm not yucking anyone's.
No, we don't kink shame here.
We're not kink shaming.
We're sex positive.
I didn't know about this, and I found it fascinating, which is you put yourself in a full inflatable, blow-up costume.
Oh, Erica and I do that.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah. You both get in the costume.
You have two separate costumes, and then and they're
like sumo, like the sumo guys.
Yeah. So think of the sumo things with less detail, more like
just
Keith
nebulous,
Haring.
Keith Haring, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
And they have holes, and
where your genitals will go.
Well, where you're. Like, I'll just say from the penis point of view, because that's the only one I saw. Where you put
Welcome back to penis point of view. We talk about the real issues.
You put the penis vinyl on your so you're still, it's like you're putting on a giant condom, and that's blowing up. And then that is also then being inserted. I couldn't figure it all out, but I was like, and one of the rules of being intimate in this is you always have to carry a razor blade in your hand to pop at any moment to get out.
This is a disaster waiting to happen. Oh my God, my son is dead. I was like, he accidentally cut his wrist when he was trying to pop his giant sumo fuck suit.
This is the thing I said. I was like, you should never be carrying and that's where I'm not kink shaming. I'm saying you need better safety protocol. You can't be carrying a straight razor and fucking at the same time.
I want to endorse this. I'm up for anything. I support anything.
Sure.
But let's just make sure we're not putting our lives at risk.
Yeah, let's not.
I promise you, regular jacking off feels just as good as having a rope tied around your neck connected to your penis connected to the door.
By the way, you can do that.
Promise
you can do all that, but just don't have a loaded gun also connected to that door to shoot you. Like you can't just don't add another element.
Don't make a Tom and Jerry contraption that would be a booby trap for Jerry to get off. Just be normal.
I just can't come unless I feel like someone's gonna shoot me in the head. That's how Bruce Lee died.
That is. All right. Hold on. Speaking of putting a gun to someone's head while you have sex, we are going to talk about late night talk shows.
Oh, I love it. Late night talk shows.
Are you ready for a late night talk show question? Here we go. Paul Scheer, airing at 12:30 a.m. The Late Late Show has been hosted by 4 people. Who was the second host?
Oh, this is an interesting one. Who was the second host of the Late Late Show? Oh, wait, that's okay. We have to go. I'm right now. I was. So it would be. He's an older man with white hair, right? I believe Tom Snyder. Am I wrong? That's the third.
That is incorrect. Tom Snyder was the bonus question.
Okay.
Was the first. The second, and I'll give you another chance. Who came after Tom Snyder?
Ooh,
I'll give you a clue.
Yeah.
1999 and 2004.
2004. I feel like I do, and I definitely watched it. It's not the ones that it's not like the Pat Sajak. It's not like the Tom Bergerons. It's Bob Costas. No, I don't know. I'm gonna know it. And I'm gonna kick myself.
Craig Kilborn.
Oh, of course.
Craigie K.
Of course.
Craig Kilborn.
How did I forget that? I can't believe I got and it was Tom Snyder was
Tom Snyder was the first one.
The first one.
When Letterman hired Tom Snyder, people were like, "What?"
Yeah, that was such a crazy moment.
It was a crazy moment. Some people said Letterman did that because he didn't
ever want to be replaced.
He didn't want to be replaced, so he's just like, I'm just going to pick this kind of old nerd.
So great.
Were you one of those kids who watched a ton of late night talk shows?
I not only watched them, I would tape them. I would do there was something. I had a tape in my house going back to Eddie Murphy. It was just Eddie Murphy on talk shows. So it was like that to me was the coolest thing. It's like watching these celebrities speak, because Arsenio was the one where I was like, this guy, he's got the goods.
No one's cooler.
And it wasn't, and I guess I didn't understand, but Arsenio to me is the guy who actually was going out. I think that most talk show hosts, they're not going out. Like Letterman wasn't going out.
No.
Like Carson wasn't going out. He had Hollywood friends, but like Arsenio was out at clubs, and like he would refer to like, oh yeah, John Claude. I remember you and I were out, and they had like private jokes that they're laughing at, and it felt like you were watching
the hangout.
Hangout.
Yeah. Did you watch Carson?
Oh yeah, of course.
I would watch Carson and try to make it to like his first guest.
Yeah.
I would watch the monologue. I never was like, no. I was always like, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
and it felt old because like doing golf swings.
Reagan does walk up the stairs a little slow. You know what I mean? Like whatever his fucking shitty joke was. But it was really for me, and I bet this is true for you. Letterman was your first kind of.
Oh yeah, Carson was. If Robin Williams is going to be on, I'm watching. I was watching for the guest, but Letterman was the one where it felt cool. Monkey cam, and all that sort of stuff.
Chris Elliott. When I was like 11 years old or 12 years old, I was like, Chris Elliott, the funniest fucking guy I've ever seen in my life.
The man who lived under the stairs.
Oh my God.
Action Family that was on Showtime, which was like it was a hour-long cop procedural that then when he would come home was a multicam family sitcom, and it would like go from like his partner dying to like, oh, what's for dinner? It was amazing.
Larry Bud Melman was a very big figure too.
I met Larry Bud Melman. That was a true highlight.
That's a big one, man.
And I remember going into the city and going to Rupert G's Deli.
Yes.
My first ever talk show appearance was Letterman.
What?
Yeah.
That's it. Wait, okay, tell us.
So, all right, so I never done a talk show. And that, I guess, if you don't know, it's a very daunting experience. The first time you ever do a talk show.
Terrifying.
Because I didn't understand how it worked in any way.
Right.
Like, so you get a person to call you up and they'll talk to you. And it's like, all right, so tell us a little bit about what's going on. And
Pre-interview.
Right, and I didn't understand that that's what I was doing. I thought the producer was like, hey, how are you? Right? And, just
you been on any vacations lately?
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I did. So like, I'm just having, like, because I don't know the rules.
Right. They don't tell you.
So then I get to Letterman. And
is this around like Human Giant?
This is Human. It was exactly Human Giant time. It was like 2005, I think.
It's a legendary sketch comedy show. With
Aziz and Jason Wolner. And so I get there and I got up to my room and there is a sheet of paper, like 6 sheets of paper. And it was everything that I said, but transcribed and edited in a way that made me sound smarter and funnier. Like, he's like, oh yeah, we'll just take out all that shit.
Yeah.
And then he's like, okay, your questions. And I'm like, oh shit, I gotta memorize this. So now I'm like backstage, like reading, trying to memorize my own stuff.
Yeah.
And the guy says, all right, here's the thing. Edie Falco is the first guest, a Huntington native.
Boom.
And he goes,
Carmela.
He goes, so she's gonna do 2 segments. So he's gonna ask you 3 questions, but if he likes you, he's gonna ask you these 2 other ones. So now I'm like, fuck. Christ. So now I have this thing.
Oh, I hope my idol likes me.
So I'm like, so I get down, and it's in the Ed Sullivan Theater, and I'm coming down, I bump into Paul Scheer, lovely guy, and I am nervous as hell. My whole family's there. My mom clapped so hard that her wedding ring flew off. And like she lost it in the seats. It was the first time that my parents met my wife's parents.
Oh my God!
Because it's like there's no way to miss. It's like I'm gonna be on Letterman. It's not like come to my improv show.
Yeah.
So and so I'm backstage with Biff Henderson, who again Biff
legend.
And now Biff has a gap in his teeth. I have a gap in my teeth, and Letterman has a gap in his teeth.
Love the gaps.
Love the gaps.
Gap band.
And so Biff goes, I like your gap, and I go, I like your gap. And I go, like Dave. He looked at me like, what? What do you like? And then all of a sudden I'm like, what did I say? Like, isn't he he's famously known for
makes jokes about it. I'm not the only one.
It's like I've seen posters where the gap is. And I'm like, and then I'm like, what did I say? He's like, just dead silent. And then all I remember is him going, hey, be careful. There's a bunch of kerosene and gasoline out on the stage, so you don't want to slip in that on your way out. Go. I go out there, I do my 3, he gives me the 4, he gives me the 5, he cuts Edie Falco's segment short, my section gets longer.
Oh my God.
And I'm out there and I'm telling my stories that they're working, he's laughing, and I think we have connected. This is my idol, my hero. And Paul Scheer, everybody, go to commercial, shuts down like a fucking robot.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, and it wasn't rude, it wasn't mean, it was just like done. And wow, I felt
Imagine
great.
if he would have just asked you one question and been like, thank you, everyone, that was Paul Scheer.
Well, but like
it was the other way.
There was that fear of like, did I get these right? I don't want to mess up my own word. I never felt that. Now it's much more, it's easy, but like.
We're going to do an extra secret bonus question. Okay. In the middle of the round.
Whoa, I love this.
What was Larry Bud Melman's real name?
Oh, that is interesting.
This is a bonus question.
All right, bonus question. Larry Bud Melman's.
It's a 3-part name.
Yeah, it's like I feel like it's like it's like I don't know.
I'll give you a hint if you want. I can give you a hint if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Combine Bill Waterston's character with Gene Roddenberry's.
Right. It's right. Okay. It's Calvin DeForest.
Yes. Bing, 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 bing,
Yeah.
bing, bing.
Yes.
On the board. I'm assuming, like me, you kind of went from Letterman to Conan.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it when I first saw Conan.
And Conan was interesting because the first interaction with Conan, I remember being so excited for it. There was like a New Yorker article about him, and it was like the first instinct was he sucks, right? And that was.
Oh yeah, they didn't give him a shot.
Right, and it was like you go on there like, oh, he's not Letterman, and then it was like. I'm talking about like the first couple of that beginning. It was like, what is this? It was so odd.
It was, yeah.
And it was so different. It's like that. It's like the On Your Majesty's Secret Service. It's like that same thing where like, it's not the thing I like.
Right.
But it then becomes a thing that you love.
To this day, the first time I did Conan, I was like, I kind of on some level have made it. Like, I couldn't believe it. I think he is the funniest guy in our lifetime.
He is the way that I got my SAG card in this business was doing Conan bits. Okay, so like what you would do is you would show up at like 10 a.m. and you would hang out there and do the dumbest bits, staring contest, desk drives, whatever it was. It was a lot of just under fives.
And this was a way for like I was in Chicago for a lot of this, but you would see like, oh, who are the funny New York improv people?
Well,
it was you and McBrayer and Poehler. I mean, Amy Poehler's.
Well, so basically the way it kind of happened was like Amy Poehler, Matt Walsh, Matt Besser, and Ian Roberts, the UCB,
Yep.
they were doing tons of Conan bits.
Yes, yep.
And then they got their show and they're like, we're too busy. They throw the rope down to us.
Yes, next UCB tier. Yes.
And then we just start doing all these bits and you're doing bits with Andy. But the coolest part about that was you would be in the studio with Conan as he's running through bits.
Yes.
So you're watching him like kind of savagely rip apart bits that aren't working in the best way.
That's the thing about him is that he's like, you can't even say brutal with his staff because he's so nice and funny. And everything with him is through the lens of, this is hilarious right now, what I'm saying to you. And he's like...
It's very British in that sense of like it's going to cut you down,
yes,
and it's very funny, and it's like, but it's also like he's also right.
I just did his podcast, and they recorded in my neighborhood.
Yeah,
and I saw him one day walking down the street with his producer or his writer, and he's like pretending to wring his neck, and it just made me think of like how tactile and like faux aggressive is. I remember watching a bit years ago. Remember when he was doing like employee evaluations of everyone, and he's just walking around to different employees, and like one of the guys was like a production coordinator or something, and Conan's like, at one point Conan's like, yeah, but I've never physically touched you, and the guy goes, no, last week you choked me and then you shoved me into the wall. And it's like, that's a testament to how nice and beloved he is, that he does stuff like that and people, it's just so funny. You can't.
Well, he's a giant man.
A giant man. And humongous.
And he's just, I think I got the best comedy education from watching him because he is like, he was never wrong. It was never like, this is shit. He would be like, this isn't funny enough. Well, no, we're not doing this. And it was right. He was right. And he would then either make things funnier or cut bad things, and then those bad things would come back better. Yeah. And that was it.
No, and he does it like with a light touch. I'm also obsessed with shows that didn't work.
Oh,
I watched every episode of The Magic Hour.
Magic Hour, well, I was a huge Howard Stern fan.
And he was very mean to Magic Johnson.
Right. Well,
but I was obsessed with him too.
But do you remember though when Howard Stern came on Magic Johnson?
Do I remember with the losers and they played Wipeout and they all farted? Yes, I remember it, Paul.
I mean, Howard Stern doing talk shows was another level.
When Howard would go on a show, it's hard to explain now, but it was like, it was an event.
Well, because he treated it like it was his own show. Like he got a segment of time and he took it over.
He took it over.
Cross-dressing, whatever he did, like butt bongos. There's an image I saw of him doing butt bongo, which was the butt bongo fiesta, which was like a pay-per-view.
I remember watching the pay-per-view.
And there's an image of like Jay Leno like looking at this woman over his, he's doing butt bongos.
Bongo on her naked ass.
It was so wild. But the thing I remember about the Magic Johnson show was, so he'd been making fun of Magic Johnson relentlessly.
Magic Johnson, real quick, if you don't know what the Magic Hour is, in like 1995?
Yes,
Magic Johnson started a talk show, and it was called The Magic Hour, and it was like, the Tonight Show, but with magic. And magic is top 5 players of all time.
Amazing.
Los Angeles legend.
Yep.
The coolest. He's not a talk show. Everyone wanted a talk show then.
Yes.
He was just not suited for it. It just wasn't a show for him.
It's a hard art to do when you're not even coming from a background of comedy.
No.
Right? Because you got to be facile and move around.
And Howard every day would just like systematically be like, okay, now we're going to spend an hour and break down last night's Magic Hour. And it was the funniest shit you could possibly.
And I think it's all coming from the place that Howard's like, why am I not doing the Fox late night show?
He was furious. That you're going to give this guy and not me. And then Howard went on and they farted Wipeout.
But this is the thing I remember, which was Magic goes, let's go to the crowd. And he had planted actors in the crowd.
Yeah.
And it was that guy who...
Melrose Larry Green?
What is it?
Was it Melrose Larry?
No, it was the guy, he was in all these movies. I'm forgetting his name. He recently just passed. He kind of cross-eyed, bald guy, big, like a muscle guy. Like I feel like he was on like in the Fridays movies.
Tiny Lister?
Yes. So he had Tiny Lister going, hey, I don't like the way that you make fun of me. Like he was going to beat him up. And Howard like, all right, shut up. I
literally have memory hold that. I do not remember.
I remember it so because it was like, Magic was like, I'll try to intimidate him with my audience. Now I was actually in the audience of a failed talk show.
Which one?
It was a Fox One with a guy who was Australian. I think his name was Gary. It was before Joan Rivers. And it was, I found a clip of it. And they said, if he came into the audience and let the audience ask the questions. That was like part of his thing. And he walks by me and my dad, and I go like this. Like that was me trying to say a wave. Just like that.
You're intimidated by a guy whose name you don't even know.
I know, right? Like I forget but he was a very short-lived pretty boy Fox guy. Gary, I don't remember. I'm gonna look at him up.
Let me ask you this question. You can host a late night talk show in any era. Where are you going?
I think the ones that were the most interesting are the ones where you would get like, oh my gosh, not Dick Van Dyke, Dick Cavett.
Okay.
Because it's like, there was like a thing where you would bring on interesting people. Like, it's like, here's Richard Pryor and John Lennon.
Long form conversation.
And it was like, and you'd have these like very like off the rails. I thought that was like that's what I think people tried to capture. That they like when you put a bunch of people on the couch, and I think that Graham Norton does that well.
He does that very well.
But it's like we always kind of manufacture it here, but it's like those are like real conversations with like icons.
Yes.
And you would be like, you'd have Orson Welles on, and he would.
Oh yeah, he was very good.
So Orson Welles also had a talk show.
Jesus, what?
That is watch clips
I will
of that,
literally watch
and
that tonight.
that is truly bananas.
I'm going 70s.
Okay.
Like I would be Johnny Carson.
Okay.
Like that to me, like you've had a few martinis, there's like a cigarette under the desk.
Cigarette under the desk.
And you're just watching like Don Rickles just roast on That's pretty fucking fun.
And I also think that the 90s, in that sense of like when you're at Arsenio and you're like mediating something between like NW, like East and West Coast stuff, it's like, but it's very specific to that, the dog pound and all that. It was a culture that I would not be the best host for, but I think that was a very unique. I think it's like when people were not afraid of being on, like talk shows were kind of disposable. It's like they weren't going to be like the front page of anything the next day. It was going away.
Now it kind of lives forever, so people play it a little safe. Side note, because you mentioned Graham Norton, as a father of daughters who love Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
My head exploded at the end of the Opalite video. When I realized how she assembled the video, because you're watching the video and you're like, oh, I love that Domhnall Gleeson's in it. He's my friend. And oh, Greta, she's great. Why are these people in the video? And then you see at the end of the video that, did you see this?
I think I made.
So the Opalite video.
I know this, and I'm like, what did I miss?
Okay, so you have the video, right, where she's kind of falling in love with Domhnall, and you see Graham Norton, you see Cillian Murphy at one point. The end of the video is Taylor on the Graham Norton show 6 months ago with that panel. And at one point, Cillian Murphy's like, Domhnall's a great dancer. And Domhnall's like, oh, just one day I want to be in a Taylor Swift music video. And you see Taylor go, and I was like, oh, she's a fucking genius. Bro, she's a fucking genius.
That didn't see that.
Amazing.
I was so into. I love that video and the pet rock and all that stuff. I never watched that
end of the video, like the
No,
after post trailer sequences. You see like why this group of people are together. I love you, love you, Taylor. We want you on the show.
She's the best.
Last talk show question: how much did you love the Larry Sanders Show?
Oh, the best. I mean,
It's the best show ever.
Best show.
I work with Pete and Alex, and who are two writers in the studio who wrote on Larry Sanders.
It's an amazing show. It just and it was so like. I mean, what I loved about it was, I mean, first of all, Gary Shandling's show is also doesn't get as much like credit for what it was, but that like. I feel like it just bordered that moment where it was like Leno hiding in closets.
Yep.
And
the mania, yeah.
All that kind of energy. Because it was a show about a talk show that also was a talk show.
Yeah. I've been in a real arty era lately. I just watched the episode where Phil, the head writer, is dating like this rock and roll chick.
Yeah.
And he's happy and the monologue jokes are getting worse. And at one point, like Artie's like, Phil, stay here and write these jokes. And Phil goes, no, I gotta go. My girlfriend's playing the Viper Room. And Artie goes, no one died there when it was Chasen's. All right, Paul Scheer, I want you to go ahead and ask me one more question.
Here we go. All right. Ooh, it's a music question. We're good. We're on music videos. Here we go.
Let's go.
Most music videos last only a few minutes, but one band pushed the format to an extreme, turning a single release into a record-breaking multi-day experience. Which group set the record for the world's longest music video, running at 177 days, 16 hours, 10 minutes, and 25 seconds?
I should say I have no idea.
I mean, this is wild because rings zero bells with me.
You don't know the band?
If you told me this name, I'd be like, that's right. I mean, it's like it's. I mean,
is there a hint or a clue?
Yeah, here's the hint. Airlines were not involved, despite the band's name.
9/11?
Yes, you got it. Now, that was a great band. 21 Pilots, and the song was Level of Concern. Like 21 Pilots, that sounds like a name that you... It's
21 Pilots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, so how did I guess, I mean, I consider myself pretty pop culture savvy. A music video that ran for 177 days.
So they're just perpetually shooting, do they like live streaming? 21 Pilots, I mean, I know the band for sure. They are a famous band.
Sure.
My kids, I feel like have listened to them.
Your two favorite songs.
You're asking me my two favorite 21 Paul, I friggin' know. Well, they have a great song called Let's Go Girl.
Now, I did just give you one of them a second ago.
You did?
Yep.
I know. I'm not going to choose that one, which I heard. I know, but there are other big.
Of course.
Hit,
and you know why? We're not. This is not a show trying to promote 21 Pilots.
Other big hit is called "Let's Fly Up in the Sky."
Of course. But that was too hard. Let me ask you another question. Okay?
Yes.
Ooh, this is good. You're gonna get this. On December 3rd, 1992, a young engineer sent the first SMS text message from a computer to his colleague's phone, marking the beginning of texting. What did the first SMS text ever sent say?
You up? New phone, who dis?
Now, I'll give you
give me a hint.
Okay.
Penis.
Think about when it was sent. December 3rd, 1992.
Oh, 1992?
December, the day that will live in infamy. No.
Tomorrow's Pearl Harbor Day?
No, December 3rd,
What are you doing for Pearl Harbor Day?
That was my favorite Ben Stiller show sketch. It was a student who was bad at history, time traveler. It was like, and so she's like, I don't know, December 6th, the day will live in infamy, December 4th. And it's like, we need to know like she just never knew the actual dates.
I mean, that's me. I don't know.
Yeah.
December 3rd.
1992.
I would say coming up. Can't wait to see Die Hard 2. I don't know.
Well, you're close. Merry Christmas.
They're about 20 fucking days early.
A little early. Maybe
Jesus.
He thought the SMS would take a longer time. Like it was like a Pony Express.
This could take 3 weeks to send. We don't know if the technology's going to work.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
A real Christmas nerd.
Dork.
Yeah, it's like at the end of Halloween, he's like, November 1st is the beginning of
Holidays
Christmas.
are just around the corner. I just want to wrap home. God, what a nerd. All right, Paul Scheer, are you ready for the speed round?
Give it to me.
Speed round.
Speed round.
Okay, here's how the speed round works.
All right, let's go.
You're going to answer as many questions as you can in 90 seconds.
Oh, boy.
If you don't know the answer, say pass.
Got it.
If you get it right, I'll say yes. If you get it wrong, I'll say no.
Got it. And just keep on going.
Just keep on going.
Yeah,
just keep on going. And then when that's up, you'll do the same for me.
Perfect.
Paul Scheer, are you ready?
Put 90 on the clock.
Put 90 on the clock. Here we go. He was the first host of The Tonight Show.
Jack Parr.
No. This actor played Leo Getz in Lethal Weapon 2 and 3.
Joe Pesci.
Yes. This Fox News host hails from Franklin Square and is a moron.
God damn it. Pass, because I'm not going to
Got it. Who was David Letterman's Olympic correspondent? What was her name?
Oh, boy, his mom?
I'll accept it.
Yeah.
Burt Reynolds teamed up with an 8-year-old boy in what 1993 movie?
Oh, it was the movie with the twins. Fuck it.
Got it. This 1977 Billy Joel album gave us hits like Just the Way You Are and Vienna.
Turnstiles?
No. This comedian hosted The Late Show in 1986 and became the first woman to host a late night show.
Joan Rivers.
Yes. This is the name of Will Smith's character in Bad Boys.
Will.
No. Billy Joel grew up in this Long Island town.
Syosset? No, Huntington.
Who was the band leader on Johnny Carson's Tonight Show?
Doc Severinsen.
Yes. What movie pairs Sergeant Nicholas Angel with Officer Danny Butterman?
Nicholas, damn it. Go.
What was the name of the couple in Scenes from an Italian restaurant?
This is a song, but fuck.
She played Andy Richter's little sister on Late Night
Amy
with Conan.
Poehler.
Yes. This 1996 movie paired up Keenan Ivory Wayans and Steven Seagal.
That is not Bulletproof. It's shit. We are Glimmerman.
Yes. This U.S. president is the first name and We Didn't Start the Fire.
Harry Truman.
Yes. What is the name of David Letterman's stage manager?
Biff Henderson.
Yes. Michael J. Fox was paired up with who in 1981's The Hall of Fame?
James Woods.
What 80s sitcom used My Life as its opening theme
My
song?
Bosom Buddies.
Yes. Dan Aykroyd paired with the GOAT Gene Hackman in what 1990 flop?
Gene Hackman and Dan Aykroyd? Oh, God, I don't know.
Oh.
Wait, what was that?
Loose Cannons was a Gene
wow.
Hackman. You got more right than you got wrong, my friend. But here's what you missed.
Yeah.
You missed Steve Allen, first host of The Tonight Show.
Wouldn't have got that.
Sean Hannity.
That's okay, yep.
You got Letterman's mom. Cop and a Half. Cop and a Half.
Of course, we did that on the show.
77 Billy Joel album is The Stranger.
Okay.
Will Smith played Detective Mike Lowry.
Right, Mike Lowry.
Billy Joel grew up in, I would have accepted Levittown or Hicksville.
Okay.
The movie that pairs up Nicholas Angel and Danny Butterman is Hot Fuzz. And the couple in Scenes from Italian Restaurant is Brenda Renetti with the Populous Daddy. But
I really enjoyed the pass there because the minute I hesitated, I knew I had to go.
Just go. Passing is your friend on this show.
Okay, ready?
Here we go. Are we ready, Annabelle?
90 seconds on the clock. Who won the 2025 Oscar for Best Supporting Actor?
Sean Penn.
Wrong. Who wrote the 1969 novel The Godfather?
Mario Puzo.
Yep. What second Roman town was buried alongside Pompeii in 79 AD?
Was buried alongside Pompeii. Crassus.
Nope. What is the name of the rescue capsule that lifted 33 trapped Chilean miners to safety in 2010?
I don't know.
Okay. Who was the third U.S. vice president?
The third vice president was James Madison?
No. Who directed the 2025 Best Picture winner, Anora?
Sean Baker.
Yes. Okay, which NBA team won its first ever championship in 2025?
2025 is OKC.
Yep. What's the name of Japan's national parliament?
I don't know. Pass.
Okay. Who was the Pope before Pope Francis?
Pope Benedict.
Yep, I'll take that. Christopher Waltz won his first Oscar for which Tarantino film?
Inglourious Basterds.
Yep. This automaker was caught using defeat devices to cheat emissions tests in 2015.
Elon Musk.
No. All right. Which U.S. president is on the American nickel?
That is George Washington.
No. Who composed the score for Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy?
Hans Zimmer.
Yep. Name the statue that famously overlooks Rio de Janeiro.
The Christ the Redeemer.
Yes. Okay. Who is Henry VIII's sixth and final wife?
Catherine Parr.
Yeah. Wow. Who was the first person to run a sub 4-minute mile?
Usain Bolt.
Nope. Who was named MVP of the Super Bowl 59?
Super Bowl 59.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to guess it. I'm going to go ahead and say Deshaun Jackson.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
I can go through some of the ones that you did not know. Okay. The second Roman town that was buried alongside Pompeii was Herculaneum.
Oh, town.
Yeah.
Oh, Pompeii. I thought the Emperor Pompeii. I'm an idiot.
Okay, that the capsule that rescued the miners, that was the Phoenix 2. They could also accept Phoenix.
Got it.
Third vice president, Aaron Burr.
Aaron Burr.
Right, we got that one. The name of Japan's national parliament, the National Diet.
The diet, something I got to go on.
Okay, you got that. You got the automaker that was defeating devices to cheat emissions. That was Volkswagen.
Oh, I think like the actual automaker.
Yeah, I mean, look, these are, I didn't write these, So the U.S. president on the American nickel was Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson, I'm a fucking idiot.
All right. And then you had that one. And then the first person to run a sub 4 minute mile.
Roger Bannister.
Yes.
Wow. Paul Scheer, you have crushed.
This was a blast.
You are a dream guest on this show. Your categories, when I was writing the questions, I was blasting Billy Joel. I was reading about the history of Hicksville.
And then you taught me some stuff today. You taught me some stuff, and you know what? I think that our conversation actually helped me get back in the mindset of some of these things.
You come on this show and you walk away not just with a great experience, but you actually have a gift.
Whoa.
Annabelle, what do we have for our dear friend Paul Scheer?
Yeah.
We have for you.
Yeah, what do we got?
Now, it's funny because in the course of our interview, you said you just got this.
Ooh, wow.
But this is a 4K edition of Lethal Weapon that you have. So now you have
I got two.
Here's what happens.
One for the upstairs and one for the downstairs.
How often are you upstairs and you're like, I really want to watch a movie in bed. And then you're like, damn it, I left it downstairs.
I left the DVD. Now, I'll tell you this much. This was a real dad moment because I think about 2 weeks ago, I just went down by myself, popped this in the main TV and just sat there and watched Lethal Weapon until 2:30 in the morning. I was like, God damn it, this is good.
Next time you come back on the show, we'll get you a DVD of National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon.
Oh, that's so good.
The parody of Lethal Weapon starring
Samuel L. Jackson and Emilio Estevez.
That's my man right here.
There
Paul Scheer, ladies and gentlemen.
Bam.
Paul Scheer.